Yeah. Can you see this my PPT first page?
Yes, it's visible from my end. I can see.
Yeah. So my voice is clear.
Yes, so clear.
Yeah. So today's quote about the customer service, you can apply this quote to listen closely and reply well is the highest perfection we are able to attain in the art of conversation. So to happen any conversation, we should have the best quality and patience that we should listen very carefully and closely. Then only we should reply. So this is the best quality to occur any fruitful communication. So as a customer relation person, and we need to very attentive to what our customer says, listen properly, and after listening, take a moment, refresh your answers, and give them the like answer and solution. Okay, so this makes the other person happy that you have very attentive towards his, his or her concern. Okay, so listening is the first priority, the best quality of any uh, customer relation person. Yes, uh, as yesterday we discussed organizational impact and personal impact. So these are the things overall we would be gaining after going through this overall the session yesterday's and today's. The purpose, this is the uh, learning outcome and aim and objective of this course to improvise the organizational impact and personal impact. Okay. Yes.
Afternoon,
And
Doc. How are you?
hello, who is
Hello,
this?
hello, Doc. Hello, Doc. It's Benson. We were sent a new link, and it seems more people are on the other link.
Okay, I did send. Sorry, maybe some mistake or what shall I do now?
Yes, people was there's a fresh link that was sent recently, and most of the people are on that link.
Okay, so shall I switch over to that link now?
I think that would be wise, Doc.
Okay, so I will see that one. Okay, I will go through that one.
We seem not to
One.
get sound.
Which one? Which one is that? Because
There's a link that you did send recently. The latest link on the app
WhatsApp
group.
group.
Yeah, yeah. But
no,
in
no.
this,
Because,
almost
I
of the
mean,
people here
I
only, no?
think we are using the same credentials that were shared before. I mean, yesterday. I mean, is it
Yesterday.
on Friday? These are the same ones. I mean, so once we land on this folder,
Yeah, but
yeah,
here,
that's
So it's fine. I suggest you recall the latest link so that people don't get confused.
now there are most of the people joined over here on 11 people. Is it the same thing or any other link is there? Because I haven't sent any link. Is it fine? Shall we continue with this link? Or
please let's continue, Doc.
okay, we are recording this session, please. Okay. Yes. What happened is not. Is it visible clearly now?
Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay. So yesterday, these are the main objectives and learning outcome of this course. Yesterday, as we discussed, it is remain the same. And today we are going to discuss three topics. We have to. Hello, please unmute. Okay. Principles of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies. And second is building customer relationship. And third one is create a professional approach to interact with the customer. So principles of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies. And for every organization, whether it is a business, government, or international affairs, everywhere is persuasion plays very important role, because when we are trying to convey your ideas, your point to other people, we need to do persuade the opposite person, right? So the persuasion plays very important role. And once you pursue, that means they are under our control. Just we go through this one. So as part of principle of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies, there are 6 subtopics. So we are going to discuss about each one of these topics. One is Cialdini's 6 principles of persuasion. So what he says about the principle, what are the principles he follows to persuade any person. And second is the art of giving and receiving constructive feedback. So when we give the feedback to our customer, our student, or it can be anything.
Tutor, we are
We,
able to see the slides. I mean, you are showing us. We are still stuck on the first page from my end.
can't you see this slide properly?
No, I can't. I'm still
Yeah,
stuck on the first.
that's true. The slide is not moving.
So please tell me, repeat, is it okay or what shall I do now? You can't see properly?
No, we can see
Actually,
properly. Now, the thing is that we are still on the first page of the slides. As we are moving from slide to slide, second slide, we are able to see those slides.
Okay, then okay, right.
and also the screen
You can
should
see,
be
right?
zoomed to full screen.
Okay, this is first, sorry. So this is first trial, then second code. Can you see code? Yes. And this is the introduction page. Can you see?
No.
No, we are not.
We are not seeing anything.
Oh, no.
No, they are not moving. Still on the page, first page.
And also it should be full screen.
Yeah, this is full screen only. I'm using full screen.
Okay.
But it's why it is not changing. But here it is changing. So now you can see now second page. No.
No, the slides are not moving. We are on the first slide.
Okay, so from my side, it is moving. What's the problem? So you can
Yeah,
see
it has
enter.
moved. Yeah.
This is moving. Yes, second,
Yeah.
third.
Yes,
Yes, it's
Okay.
yes,
moving.
it's now.
Yeah, now, yes.
So when I do the full screen, it is not moving. Okay.
Okay.
So shall we go with like this only? Because if I go to the full screen and it is not moving. Okay, anyway, I will oftenly go to this one. Yeah, anyway. So this you can see, this you can write. Yeah, so yesterday we were discussing about the learning outcome and the aims and objective of this course. And so can you see the third page, this one?
Yes, it's visible. You can see.
Okay, oftenly have to shuffle, okay, the right. So the principles of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies, building customer relationships, and the topic they create professional approach to interact with the customer. So these are the three topics today we are going to discuss about deeply about all these three topics. Okay. In the first topic, again we have 6 subtopics. Okay, as part of principles of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies, we have Cialdini's sixth principle of persuasion and the art of giving and receiving constructive feedback, strategies for negotiating mutually beneficial outcomes, word and tones to avoid. So, and price value formula, negotiating across cultures. So, these are the 6 subtopics we are going to discuss as part of this principle of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies.
This full screen is different from one of yesterday. I don't know, but the writings are in faint.
Yesterday's what? Is it any problem? This screen is properly visible or not?
It's not
Yeah.
properly visible.
Okay.
I think maybe you can try just to zoom it in, if it's
Yes.
possible.
This is not. This
Okay, I
is
mean it's zoomable from my end. So ever, I think if Doc, you can maintain with, I mean, the size of the screen, but from each one's end, once you zoom it, I mean it's quite visible.
this is
Okay, let me
visible.
just try that one.
Is it visible?
But Doc can do the same thing, can just adjust.
Shall I better to share my screen instead of the window? If I share like this, would it be good? So now, is it okay? No, it is.
Yeah, that's okay.
So
That's okay.
You can see the PPT properly.
Yes, I can able to see.
Is it okay now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shall I
Better
continue?
this way. Yeah, you can continue, Doc.
Yeah. So
The screen is clear now. I think we can see everything clearly.
can you see or you can't see clearly?
It's very clear
We are
now.
able
can
to
see
see.
now.
Oh, is it
Yeah,
very clear?
clear.
Okay. Then fine. Then we will continue this one. Okay. Okay. Fine. Yeah.
Fine.
So if any problem, if you are not able to see properly or any audio problem is there, or if you can't hear properly, please let me know immediately. Okay. Yeah. So Robert Cialdini's six principles of persuasion are a cornerstone in the field of influence and persuasion. And by profession, Mr. Cialdini is a psychology of persuasion. And he, as per his research outcome and his experience, he has put up some of the points that what are the, the main elements involved in persuading of a person. Okay, and he says that there are some elements in it. This reciprocity. What reciprocity says, people tend to feel obliged to return favors or concessions. When someone does something for us, we feel a psychological urge to do something in return. That means when you offer, when you try to persuade a people, when you offer maybe some gift, some good words, exchanging of good words, or throwing party, or doing a kind of small favor, and people will respond and psychologically to you towards you. Why? Because you have extended some kind of favor and some kind of interest in them. So that is why the people in return they wanted to respond or do some kind of favor or some kind of a kind of sharing happiness towards you. So that's why no sharing is important. That is called reciprocity. So when you give something, definitely they wanted to give you return, right? Back. So that is called reciprocity. So as per Cialdini's, reciprocity also one of the important element to persuade any person. And second one is commitment and consistency. Once people commit to something, they are more likely to stick to it, even if the initial commitment was small. Consistency is a valued trait in society. So once we publicly commit to something, we tend to align our action with that commitment. So people believe and trust when you commit, and it should have the consistency. So when you do commitment and consistency show to your customers, and they start trusting and believing in you, and that is how we can build the proper rapport. So always we have to keep in mind that reciprocity, commitment, and consistency uh, it plays very important role. And the third one he says about social proof. So what is social proof? People tend to look to others to determine what is correct or appropriate in a given situation, especially when they are uncertain. If others are doing something, we are more likely to do something, and that means also socially means when you offer something, what is a social practice? They try to compare that one with the known social practice with their the individual the situation or offer. So always, because if it is in social practice, something is greater, and they easily they tend to oblige for the offer. If socially is some offer or something is not maybe acceptable or illegal or something, and they hesitate to accept the offer. That means when you do some favor, when you try to persuade, also it should be have social value in it. Okay. Okay. Has the slide changed? Is the same slide or next slide? Can you see that next slide?
Yes.
It has changed, yes.
Yes. Change, right? Authority. Can you see authority? Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So authority, liking, and scarcity. So what is authority? We tend to obey figures of authority, whether they are legitimate or perceived as such. This principle is deeply ingrained in our society as we are taught from a young age to respect authority figures. So, what is authority? Generally, human tendency is in our society, we obey or we listen to the authority. Who is authority? Authority in social group, our maybe village captain, or head of your family, or school head, or your business boss head, right? Or your government head, or military, or police, or lawyer. So definitely in our society, when somebody is greater than your position, and when they try to say something and we try to obey, why? Because he is the authority. Authority in the sense he has certain kind of hello, hello, please mute sound. Okay. So that authority makes us to obey. So this is the social practice and also cultural practice. So authority also gives a kind of the persuading the power, right? For example, uh, if you are working in an organization, if your boss says something, a small favor, so he's asking, right, to do a small favor, and it is not so easy to reject his right, no, his favor, right? Because he's asking, so we can't straight away reject. Why? Because he is authority. If you want to reject his need or his want, so it should be something like no, you are really not liking, or something is unauthorized, or something some illegal. In that case only we try to refuse his wants, right? Otherwise, we try to obey and give a kind of return to him, a favor, right? So this is so authority also plays very important role in persuading, right? A favor, persuading favor or influencing the power. For example, uh, United States, right? When you approach United States regarding your country's issue, if any normal person or any middle level political leader or government official, if he approach to the United Nations regarding certain issues of your country, so definitely the United Nations may not respond, and sometimes they don't respond also. But if it is governments like the president and prime minister level candidate, if approaches to the United Nations, Then because the person is representing of the whole country and official authority, so definitely they will give a certain kind of response, right? So just to try to understand in your personal life at a family level, your society level and your country level, and even in your organizations and at a political level, you can see that authority always plays important role in persuading of the opposite person. Okay, authority. Then second is liking. People are more likely to be persuaded by those they like. Are you clear? People are more likely to be persuaded by those they like. Factors such as similarity, compliments, and cooperation can enhance liking, increase the chances of persuasion. Yeah. Persuasion also happens those the person you like him or her. For example, if you are a boy, a man, you are trying to you like a particular woman, for example, and if say something because you like her, and if say something right, and you try to obey and try to listen. And the same case with a boy and girl, male or female, it happens because it may not be male or female, it can be your boss. Certain times you may like your boss or you may like a person. If something, when you like somebody, in return, if the person is asking something, some favor, or trying to say something, or trying to convey to you something, so in that case also there is a uh, chances of persuading, and you get into the persuasion. That means you try to listen and you listen to them. So that is also a kind of liking persuasion. Persuasion happens based on the liking also. Authority also does a kind of persuasional favor. Liking also has the persuasional power. And next we'll see that what is scarcity. Scarcity, the idea that things become more desirable when they are perceived as a being scarce or in limited supply. When we believe something is rare or difficult to obtain, we place a higher value on it. Yes. If any product or thing or something is in scarce, that means in limited availability. So in that case also, it is very easy to getting into persuasion, right? For example, a rare material or some kind of not available of food, for example, or any kind of the scarcity in your personal life or professional life or political life or country situation. Uh, if they are facing some kind of a scarcity, lack of the availability of the particular thing. So in that case also, the possibility of getting into persuade, right? For example, my country, okay, example, I take India. So India is badly in need of petrol, okay, and so we don't have supply. And those who are supplying petrol to India, if they are asking some kind of like favor from India, so in that case, what we do? Why? Because if we reject his that one demand, so there is no chance of getting a petrol, right? Oil. So in that case, also what happens? We also try to respond favorably to the oil supplying countries. Is it clear? That means authority, liking, scarcity kind of situation also plays important role uh, in persuading the things, persuading the people, persuading the opinion, persuading the favor. So right. So These principles are powerful tools in understanding how people are influenced and can be utilized ethically in various settings such as marketing, sales, negotiations, and everyday interactions. Are you clear? So, as per Cialdini's six principles of persuasion, reciprocity, right? Commitment and consistency, social proof, authority, liking, and scarcity. These six principles plays very important role, and they actually gets favorable persuasion. So they in these situations, the persuasion most likely to happen. It happens, right? Are you clear? Hello. Shall we move to next slide?
Yes, we are clear.
Yes.
Yeah.
So next is principle of persuasion and professional negotiation strategies. Second point is the art of giving and receiving constructive feedback. So feedback plays very important role. For example, anyway, I will go through this one. Focus on behavior, not personality. Okay. So giving constructive feedback. Okay. Because feedback means it shows that you are very much attentive of whatever you received the message from the particular source. After listening to or receiving the message, when you give the constructive feedback, that shows that we are very much clear about the message and you understood the message, and accordingly constructive when you give the feedback, the sender will be very happy. So that also makes lot of difference, because when the sender receives feedback from the end user in a constructive manner, and he feels that whatever I wanted to achieve, and he feels that he achieved through the constructive feedback. Okay, so focus on behavior, not personality. So we need to see a difference of behavior and personality. Okay, so it says constructive feedback should center around a specific behavior or certain or actions rather than making judgments about someone's character or personality. Okay, that means behavior or response is makes greater difference than the character or personality. So that means when you talk about some person about his character and about his personality, then when you understand and get response or actions from the particular persons, that makes lot of difference than uh, the personality. That means definitely action will like uh, speaks louder than the personality. So when you see that the action is happening positively, then actually you feel that yes, you get satisfaction. So this keeps the feedback objective and actionable, avoiding personalization and defensiveness. So focus on behavior is important than the character or personality, and action plays very loud than uh, the personality. Be specific and clear. When you're trying to convey something, it should be very specific to the point, and it should be very clear. Okay. Provide concrete examples to illustrate your points whenever you're trying to convey something. So try to convey the point wise in your business communication. To persuade something, it should be when are you giving the feedback, it should be point wise. Okay. Do not try to write a essay. Okay, essay or some kind of the lengthy letter. No, it should be point wise. You have to give the constructive feedback. Okay. Okay, once again, I will read. Provide concrete example to illustrate your points. Vague feedback can be confusing and less helpful for the recipients to understand what they need to improve upon. Clear examples offering guidance on what behavior to continue or change. So these are the things if you are concretely mentioned, this does more effective. And next is offering solutions or suggestions. So constructive feedback is not just about pointing out flaws. Yeah, whatever the existing rules and regulations are there, it is not to mentioning and talking about that. It should also offer potential solution or suggestions for improvement. Yes. Uh, so when you go to authority, if he is talking to as per these rules you can't do, you can do this one. If he keep on talking about rules and regulation of the organizations, so that is not the proper way of convincing your customer. Instead of that, you try to give the proper solution. Just keep in mind the rules and regulation in your head. But while giving the constructive feedback, you try to give the proper constructive solution. Then the talking about the rules. Okay. So the customer, he doesn't want whatever your rules talking about, whether it is this rule or that rule. He doesn't want all that. He wants only solution to his problem. So give the solution in constructive way, right? So this is what it says here. Has the slide changed? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. So
Yes,
maintain a
please.
yeah, maintain a positive tone. Yeah, definitely. Yesterday also we discussed. So feedback should be delivered in a supportive and respectful manner, focusing on improvement rather than criticism. Okay. Use language that is encouraging and uplifting, even when addressing areas that need work. A positive tone encourages openness and receptivity. Yes. So yesterday also we discussed this point. Maintain positive tone. So whenever you are engaged with your customer, and please consistently and try throughout your conversation and throughout solving of the particular the issue, you have to be maintain your positivity, your gesture, your language, and your feedback. Everything should positive, and also try to give him positive, like no encouragement to have a fruitful discussion. So positivity very important. At any cost, we should not indulge into a kind of criticism, opposing of the customers, like no argument. It's we should not criticize, right, or oppose. Instead, we try to positively try to convey point by point and very positively. Instead of whatever you are saying wrong, you don't speak like that. So in that tone, we should not speak. Instead, yes, sir, whatever you are saying, okay, but can you try to understand from this perspective? And so that is how we do, like positively try to convey him, try to persuade him, try to change his like understanding very positively and consistently, and invite dialogue and follow up. Yeah, so feedback should be a two-way conversation. Encourage the recipient to share their perspective, ask questions, and seek clarification if needed. Additionally, follow up on feedback given to track progress and provide ongoing support and guidance. So, always when we say feedback, this is a two-way process, and encourage the customer to ask question, or you can ask question for to get the proper the clarity about his issues, and also try to follow up whether his issue is being uh, the solved, or still the issue is remaining. Just do not leave them that yes, that issue is already done, and 1 week ago it has been completed. It's not like that. Whether the issues properly a satisfied level is solved, whether do you have any kind of other issues, sir? That is how also you can do the follow up. Okay, so that the customer will actually show lot of the respect and trust into your in you and in your organization. So the dialogue, proper healthy conversation, and doing the follow up to the customer, it actually gives a lot of positive results. So this points from the foundation for effective communication when giving and receiving constructive feedback, fostering growth and development in both personal and professional setting. So this kind of healthy conversation, healthy communication helps lot to your the personal and professional development, also your organization. Yeah, now we try to understand strategies for negotiating mutually beneficial outcomes. So what are the strategies? There are certain points, so there are certain strategies. And one is understanding interest. Begin by understanding the interest and needs of both parties involved in the negotiation. This involves active listening and asking probing questions to uncover underlying motivations and priorities. Okay, so understanding the interest, what is the core interest? What, because based on that interest only, the things will revolve. So understanding the interest of the customer and from organization, your level or your end user. So understanding both the their interest is very important, and based on the interest, you try to understand and listen and ask question, and both of you make it very clear. Then only go to the further the process. And so what are the other options are there to persuading the person for mutual benefit? So one is another option is encourage brainstorming and creativity to explore various options that could satisfy the interest of both parties. Look for win-win situations that maximize value for both sides rather than resorting to zero sum thinking. Yeah. So if so you understand what is brainstorming, right? You must be doing in your organization. If you come up with one kind of issue or point or thing to solve, so we try to put it on paper, and we also involve your uh, colleagues and the authorities, those who are related to this the problem solving issue, and involve and try to understand from the different perspective of the solution, and also try to take opinion of your other stakeholders. So do the brainstorming so that you can reach out to a positive conclusion. So always we should not go for one option or two options. We try to understand as many as of the possible options. That actually gives the proper result. So brainstorming is very important. Just do not try to take your own decision. Okay. Also try to understand, put in front of other people, and also discuss about the issue. and try to see from different perspective and come to the decision. So these are the exploring of the different options, so that it gives the really very transparent and very the 99% accuracy in taking decision. Building trust and rapport. Foster a positive and collaborative atmosphere by building trust and rapport with the other party. Yeah, always keeping positive and building a kind of trust and rapport, and establishing a kind of mutual respect and understanding of each other issues or goals, and it gives a proper uh, result, and also increases the likelihood of finding mutual beneficial outcome negotiations, because building trust and rapport, once you lose that trust and rapport, and in that situation again, uh, bridging the gap is not possible. First of all, we need to build trust and rapport with the particular client, particular organization, or sometimes with boss and employee situation. So building trust and rapport is very important. Once you lose the trust and rapport, it is very difficult to again uh, coming to the positive solution. It's not will not happen. Next, leveraging concessions. Be strategic in making concessions, and they willing to trade concessions in exchange of concessions from the other party. This requires careful consideration of this ID. Okay, priorities and flexibility to adapt the negotiations progress. Okay, be strategic in making concessions. Can be willing to trade concession, exchange of concession from the other party. This requires careful consideration of priorities. Okay. So while taking the decision of about the particular, first of all, we need to see the what is the first priority, what can be the second priority, what can be the third priority. Yes, understanding the priority is very important uh, while negotiating of the particular uh, business or thing or any kind of. But the start is when you plan, and priorities are very important, because sometimes we may not able to solve all the problem. So in that situation, what happens? First of all, we need to see that which one is the most the first priority, most important to solve it. Then maybe later time we can see that some later issues priorities. Okay, so important and at urgent issues, we need to first give the priorities. Okay, so as part of persuasion, also these words and tones to avoid. We discussed yesterday also as part of some of the slides it was there. Yes, we need to be very careful by using words and tones to avoid say a kind of confrontation and miscommunication, or a kind of mistrust. Okay, when it comes to communication, certain words and tones can be counterproductive or even harmful. So these are the some examples given here. So we need to be very careful in this case. And negative language, so constantly using negative words like can't, I can't do this one, I won't do, or I don't do, or don't talk. You cannot talk like this. Okay, so like this kind of words, negative language, mostly we need to avoid. uh, in uh, for in as part of your persuasion. So when you are trying to persuade something, always your tone should be and positive, and we should not give any kind of negativity uh, in in form of your language or using some words, can't, don't, this and that. So these are the things actually we need to avoid. So it gives very negativity, and it will not help to success in persuasion of the situation. Okay, so these words please try to avoid. Blaming tone, pointing fingers or assigning blame can escalate conflicts and hinders productive discussion instead of focus of solution and taking responsibility. Yes, and cultural also pointing finger, and so this kind of things also blaming. So this actually gives again the bad uh, effect on the persuading the uh, agenda. So when you are trying to persuading a person, please try to also try to keep your body language, your uh, the signs and symbols. It should not give a kind of negativity on the opposite person. So it will hinder your persuasion process. Condescending language. Avoid talking down to other or using prioritizing tones. Respectful communication fosters better relationship and collaboration. Yes. Always, while communicating, we need to convey respect and honor to the person always. Otherwise, it goes in a other direction. Exaggeration or hyperbole. Extreme language can undermine credibility and make it difficult to take your message seriously. So, extreme exaggeration of your language or message, it actually affects. So, please try to avoid exaggeration and be proper, be clear, be concise, and insensitive of insensitive or often offensive language. Words that demean or discriminate against other based on race, gender, religion. So anyway, definitely we should not use race, gender, religion, and the personal characters. We should not uh, use as part of our communication. So we need to be very careful while using words and tones uh, for to avoid the positive persuasion. Okay, so to occur the positive persuasion, these are the negative things we need to avoid. So others are there are some more jargons are there. Jargon are overly technical. So when we in persuading process, please do not try to use very complex words and terminologies, so that the opponent person, he may not understand your language. So it should be very simple and clear language. Okay, and overly emotional language, while it is essential to express emotions authentically, excessive emotions language can cloud judgment and hinder rational discussion. Yeah. So as part of human relations in persuading of the person, maybe little bit of emotion is okay, but it should not go beyond that one. It should not no, dominate your emotions. So it may lead to the proper judgment, the proper decision. So the emotion, we need to control emotion. Yeah, little bit of emotion is okay, but we should not be more emphasized with our uh, uh, emotions. And ambiguous language. Yes, whenever you are talking to your client, it should be very clear. It should not lead to any kind of ambiguous. Okay, unclear communication can lead to misunderstanding and frustration. Okay, so it should not be any ambiguous. It is very straightforward and clear and simple. and dismissive language. So what is dismissive language? Dismissing others' ideas or opinions without consideration can stifle creativity and collaboration. Yes. So we should not say straight away, you don't know anything. Okay. Straight away, you should not say that you don't know. And please try to understand something we can convey, try to convey him. But we should not say that you don't know and you don't have manners. This kind of words, at least we try to avoid and try to please and a positive direction. Practice active listening and show respect for different viewpoints. Yes, different viewpoints, and yes, whatever you said that may be useful. So that kind of behavior you should express. And instead, and you are whatever you are talking is not correct. This and that we should not go very dismissive way of using language. Gossip or rumor mongering. Spreading rumors or engaging in gossip can damage. Just always gossip, making gossip is very danger. We should not indulge in gossip. And also, as part of conversation, we should not use any kind of gossip things. Like, no, we should not refer any gossips also. So that please try to avoid. Okay. So yeah, by being mindful of words we use, the tone we convey, we can foster more positive and effective communication in both personal and professional settings. Yeah, to communication happen very properly as part of the persuasion. Your communication plays very important role to have to uh, occur a proper way of communication. You and your party should be on the same platform, same level. That means according to the customer's level of understanding, knowledge, as a customer relation person, you also need to go to that level, then start the conversation. Then it will happen very properly. Why? Because his educational knowledge, background, his knowledge, and his cultural background may differ. So try to understand his education, his way of approach and cultural background. So accordingly, if you reach out to your customer, and it may happen proper communication. If proper communication is done, then there is a 99% of possibility that so you are succeed in the you may succeed in persuading of the opposite person. So price value formula, there is some small description. Just it depends. There is just no standard formula for this one, but just I'll go through this one. You try to. Price value formula typically refers to a calculation used to determine the value or worth of a product or service in relation to its price. While there is not a universal formula, it often involves assessing factors such as quality, features, benefits, and customer satisfaction related to the cost. Yes, all these points when you sell a product. So quality of the product, the value of the product, the using the benefit of the product, the features, everything it actually matters. So based on only that actually customer and your product right now. So we can create value in terms of what? Not only in terms of the monetary value, it is also the value of the product and quality and customer satisfaction. Is it all this equal to the your price of the product? Okay, so that is called value. So anyway, you can this go through these slides and you can read. Yes, again, as part of persuasion, okay, professional negotiation strategies, negotiating across cultures. It is also yesterday we were discussing this one, and negotiating across cultures involve navigating the complexities of different cultural norms, values, communication styles, and expectations to reach mutually beneficial agreements. It requires sensitivity, adaptability, and an understanding of cultural nuances to build trust and rapport with counterparts from diverse backgrounds. Effective cross-cultural negotiators recognize and respect cultural differences, avoid making assumptions, and employ strategies such as active listening, empathy, and flexibility to bridge cultural gaps and achieve successful outcomes. Yeah, so as part of negotiation, also we need to understand who are the people involved in that negotiation. People hail from different cultural background, different countries, and different belief systems. So when you're trying to negotiate them, also try to understand their cultural background, their knowledge, their belief system, and accordingly, when you try to negotiate, and in the standard way of negotiating, it gives you positive result. Because always do not give any kind of chance to any kind of assumptions. It should be clear, and also we need to listen to them properly. As we discussed yesterday, also empathy plays very important. Try to understand from their perspective, their standpoint. Then the result, the solution will be it will be very easy to persuading them, and happening the proper the persuasion. Okay, so culture we need to keep in mind as part of the persuasion. Without understanding the cultural background, we cannot convey whatever desired effect you wanted to achieve. Okay, so as part of persuasion, cultural understanding, cultural background is very important. Yes, would you like to take a break for 2 minutes? So far we have completed first topic uh, related to persuasion, right? So do you have any question related to persuasion? Hello, no response. What happened? Would you like to take a break for 2 minutes? Yes or no?
No,
I think that will help.
Now we can continue, Doc.
we can
Okay.
continue.
Okay, okay, right. So
Perhaps we will take after topic 2.
okay, shall I continue? So about topic
So-
1 related to persuasion, if you have any question. So are you clear about persuasion? So what are the parameters? What are the strategies we need to follow, right? So persuasion is plays very important role for any, as I said, not only in business, it is also in government. It is also between the governments. It is also person to person in personal life, professional life, in organization, in government, and among the countries. Persuasion plays very important role, because to sell any product, first of all, why they need to buy your product, why they have to listen to you, first of all, because first of all, through advertisements we reach out to our clients, right? Consumers. So we persuade them, we convince them to buy our product, or you we persuade them to listen to our ideas. So everywhere is persuasion is important. Without persuasion, the things will not happen. The communication will not happen. We can't sell our ideas. We can't sell our product. So persuasion plays very, very important role. So for persuasion, we need to have proper language. We need to have a proper understanding about the culture. We need to understand their psychological behavior, right? And all these things plays very important role in persuading of the person. Okay. In the second, building customer relationship. Okay, in that we have 5 subtopics: relationship triangle, trust and loyalty. Relationship triangle, trust and loyalty. What differentiates us from our competitors? So how, in what way we are different from our competitors? That also we need to understand, because competitor also they are doing, we are also doing business. But in what way we are different from our competitors? We need to question, we need to gaze, analyze, and understand. Identifying ways to add values and exceed customer expectations. Yeah, definitely. Always we need to keep on adding values to our service, our product, and always you need to go beyond the customer's expectation. That means we need to give surprise, and they may not thought of this one. Oh, this product is so good, and this service is so good. That is how they should feel. So we need to reach out to that level. Okay, and we need to do follow up for our service, whether they are uh, the service or issues properly, whether we have uh, extended to them with a satisfactory level, our problem is solved, are they happy, whatever. But we need to do a lot of follow-ups. That makes a lot of difference to build the proper customer relationship. And presentation, revolving flip chart exercise in small groups, a group review. So this is the organization level. So this is understanding about at organization level among the different people. Okay, we'll see that first point. Relationship triangle, trust and loyalty. What is it? There are in that 3 points have been given, and he see that foundation of trust. Hello, hello, hello. special, special effect. Please mute, mute, please. Okay, thank you. Yeah, trust forms the cornerstone of any healthy relationship. Yeah, for keeping any healthy relationship, trust is very, very important. Once you lose that trust, the things will collapse. Okay, trust is very important. And it involves believing in someone's reliability, honesty, and support. If trust is there, all these things will happen. If trust is lost, all these things will collapse. Trust creates a sense of security and openness, and allowing individual to be vulnerable with each other. Yes, once you are started trusting, that means mentally you will be in cool mode, right? So if you are not trusting someone, and always you are keep on thinking, you are worrying about the consequences or effects or whatever your that expectation, it will not happen. So building trust is very important. That means whenever your client approaches to you, you need to uh, like you know uh, give him proper trust. He should trust you. That environment you should create. Once the trust is built, everything goes very properly, and the client is relaxed, and things will go in a proper positive way. Not only client and uh, the uh, client and service, or your product and client service. It's not. It is also in human relations, and in within family, within the organization, within the country, right? Everywhere, trust is very important. Once the trust is lost, so things may not move according. So it creates unnecessary attention, unnecessary insecurity among the countries, among the people, among the society, within the organization, and between the customer and service. Hello. Who is the special effect in between giving? Please mute. Okay. Next is mutual loyalty. Loyalty is a commitment to stand by someone's side, support them, and remain faithful, especially during challenging times. It reinforces trust and strengthens the bond between individuals, fostering a deep sense of connection and reliability. Yeah, mutual loyalty is mutually respecting each other, mutually believing each other. So not only believing, it is also we have to enforce that yes, whatever the belief is that it is true 100%. So mutual loyalty is very important. Again, within organization, between customer relation and organization. So it's very important. Building mutually and loyalty is very important. And interdependence. Trust and loyalty are interdependent, each influencing and reinforcing the other. When trust is breached, it can undermine the loyalty. Yes. If trust is breached, what happens? Automatically, it also undermines your loyalty. You don't loyal to that. When trust is breached, you don't be you won't be loyal to that organization, and vice versa. It happens. And nurturing both trust and loyalty through open communication, honesty, and consistency is essential for building and sustaining meaningful relationship. Yeah, so to developing the trust and loyalty, it depends based on the proper communication, honest communication, and consistency of your communication and your actions. Understand? So interdependence is important. For important interdependence, trust and loyalty plays important role. And to happen trust and loyalty to sustain for longer time, you need to have proper communication, and the communication should be very honesty, and you should have very consistency also in your communication and action. Then only so the relationship will be in a proper shape. Okay. So building relationship, communication, honesty, reliability, and consistency are key factors in fostering trust and loyalty. So communication should happen very oftenly, and proper communication with honest and should create reliability, and it is very important. It is also important for individuals in a relationship to demonstrate integrity, empathy, and respect for each other's feelings and needs. By prioritizing trust and loyalty, individuals can create deep, meaningful connections that withstand the test of the time and adversity. Okay, understand? That means it long will last, and in the hard situations also it will sustain. So creating trust and loyalty very important. To create trust and loyalty, there should be communication. We need to oftenly communicate, and we need to show exhibit our honesty and reliability of our actions, and then your trust and loyalty will sustain for very longer. Yeah, so because always to sustain, to become very successful for a longer time, and always we need to gaze, understand our competitors, because always you should not think of from only from your point of view, from your perspective, from your side only. Also, we need to see what other our competitors are actually doing, how they are actually producing the product, the quality of the product, and the customer satisfaction, how they are dealing, the what are the tactics they are uh, using. All these things we need to see that studying competitors will make you stronger, and it will give you the proper whatever the lacks we have in our organizations, in our product, we can actually make it proper. So overcome of that lack. So we can see that what are the product or service innovation. Perhaps you offer a unique product features or service that competitors don't have. Innovation can set you apart and attract customers looking for something new or better. Yeah, because always we need to be a step ahead than the our customers or our competitors. So if you are giving whatever your competitors are not providing to the customers, and you are uh, uh, product or your service is something different or innovative, it gives a lot of satisfaction to your customer. So that is where we need to be different. Quality. If your product or services are of higher quality than your competitors, it can be a strong selling point. This could include superior materials, craftsmanship, or attention to detail. Yes, quality, ultimately quality matters. If your product has good quality, whatever you believe in, and also customer also actually believes in, right? Because you are providing best quality product to your customer. So other your competitors are not providing that quality uh, service are good. So definitely it's a positive. Then customer service. Exceptional customer service can be a significant differentiator. If you provide better support, faster response times, or more personalized service than your competitors, customers are likely to choose you over them. Yes. So here nothing to say much. Already we talk a lot about. If your service is good, you attend your customer very positively on time and faster decision, right? And giving solution to their problem. So that is always helps you a lot to build proper rapport with your customer. Of course, price offering lower price or better value for money can attract price sensitive customers. Alternatively, some customers may be willing to pay more for premium quality or features. Along with the service, that price of your product also matters. And if the higher the consumer is belonged maybe for that quality centric person, right? So he may ready to pay even higher the price. And according to your product, you also need to maintain that what is your competitors like no product and their price. Accordingly, you also need to maintain the quality and the price like no in a proper proposition. Yes, you are asked. You want to say something? No. Okay. So next is brand reputation. Yes, always brand plays very important role. Once the brand value is goes down, then your business will goes down. A strong brand reputation built on trust, reliability, and positive customer experience can give you an edge over competitors. Customer may choose your brand simply because they trust it more. So keeping up like brand value is very important, right? Because worldwide we see that one. Some brands are dominating worldwide. Why? Because the brands have persona, a kind of characteristics, a kind of believability, a kind of reliability, and trustworthy. That's why no brand plays very important role. That's why at any cost under the particular brand, they will not try to give inferior kind of services. Everything they try to give it very perfectly. That is when that is how they actually build the brand value. Okay, brand reputation is very important. So when whenever your uh, customer approaches you as a customer relation officer, always keep in mind that you are not an individual, you are part of the particular brand. So you are representing on behalf of the particular company brand. So when you talk and receive and give the service and promises, whatever you do, it should be like trustworthy. It should it should like match according to the your company's brand. Okay, so you are the brand ambassador to the customer as a customer relation officer. So the brand, keeping in view of the your company's value, brand name, you need to behave. You need to talk to the customer. You need to promise the customer. Okay, so these are the things very important. You are the part of the brand of that organization. Market niche. Okay, focusing on a specific niche market or customer segment that competitors overlook can be a smart strategy. By catering to the unique needs of these customers, you can become the go-to provider in that niche market. So again, the specific going to the specific core product and markets needs. So you need to go to that niche market, the particular uh, supply and demand. That means particular need of the market customers. So again, we need to keep in then your competitors how they are going. Okay, this is always gazing of what is like niche market, what is the market demands, what is market actually demands, what is actually they need, what are the competitors, what you have to do. So understanding the core of niche is important. Then of course, this is again the distribution channel. Of course, because your product is so good, but accordingly you need to have proper distribution channels and untimely you reach out to your customers and accordingly your dealers and all. It should be available on time, the products. Okay, so this is important distribution channel. So I'll read out. If we have more efficient and widespread distribution channels, then competitors you can reach customers more effectively. Yeah, if your channels are effective and it should be uh, more effective. If you have proper channels, a proper network, your customers satisfaction, customer reach out is very effective. This might include online sales platform, retail partnership, or direct sales market. So keeping distribution channel is very important. More and more distribution channels, so the easily the customer can access of your product. So right, sustainability or social responsibility. So while doing the business, also you need to understand sustainability or social responsibility. What is your social responsibility? Okay, social responsibility, increasingly customers are choosing brands that align with their values. Okay, so align with the brand name. Also, we need to see the values, okay, of the customer and what kind of value they believe in. If you have strong sustainability initiatives, ethical sourcing practices, or social responsibility programs, it can differentiate you from competitors. If your brand is talking about my brand is doesn't harm environment, my brand doesn't use unethical practices, my product doesn't use any kind of maybe illegal kind of thing, so something, so all these things actually so socially acceptable things only you do with ethical practices, ethical values, then actually your customer also feel very satisfied. Okay, so that is important. Technology and integration. Leveraging technology to enhance your product, services, customer experience can be powerful differentiator. This could include features like mobile apps, online customization tools, or Internet of Things, IoT integration, Internet of Things integration. Yes, technology nowadays plays very important role uh, in uh, quality service and improvisation of the product quality and also reaching out to the customer and reaching out for the communication for everywhere. Communication plays important role. So technology also plays very important role in it. Flexibility and adaptability. So being more agile and responsive to customer needs than competitors can give you a competitive advantage. What it says, being more agile and responsive to customer needs. Yes, that means you need to see again things from the customer's point of view in needs and all, and try to give the solution. That means providing the product according to the customer's needs. It actually gives you a kind of upper hand than your competitor. So if you can quickly pivot in response to market changes or customer feedback, you will stay ahead of the pack. Of course, this is true. So always we need to respond fast, and we have to be uh, uh, take care of customers' needs and very fast. So these are the things as part of your uh, how we can keep a different like no coping with your competitors. No? These are the points we need to keep, right? So as again identifying ways to add values and exceed customer expectations. This points is last in the yesterday's point also some other points we have discussed. Always we need to go beyond the customer's expectation. It gives a lot of again the it adds value to your product and service and also customer trust. So I read, identifying ways to add values and exceed customer expectation is crucial for any business striving to thrive in today's competitive landscape. Here are some strategic strategies to consider. Understanding customer needs so is one. Personalization, consistent communication, exceptional customer service, surprise and delight. So these are the points plays very important role. Uh, so to meet the customer uh, value and going beyond his imagination, right, in providing of service. Okay, then take time to deeply understand your customers' needs, preferences, and pain points. Conduct surveys, interview, and gather feedback and insight. Yesterday we discussed all these points anyway. And also personalization. Tailor your product or service to meet the specific needs of individual. So your service always it should be like individual based. It is we should not think any like no common, because some you try to give your service the individual persons according to individual needs and their uh, satisfaction. So sometimes no for common solution doesn't work for everyone. Okay. So sometimes we need to go beyond that one. We need to reach out to the individual uh, satisfaction of the customer and keeping consistent communication. Yes, we discussed this one. Keep the lines of communication open with your customers. Provide timely updates. Respond promptly to inquiries and feedback and ensure consistency. So these are the uh, supports of your customer expectation and all. Yes, proper communication always helps very lot. Exceptional customer service. Your service like it should be like no something different than the your competitors. Try to provide exceptional customer service at every interaction. It should be very standard and train your staff to be knowledgeable, helpful, and empathetic. Empathy is very important and empower them to resolve issues quickly and effectively. So fast and effective and empathetic, these are the things we need to keep in mind for giving a kind of exceptional service to your customer. And sometimes we need to uh, give them surprise too, right? Look for opportunities to go above and beyond the surprising customers with unexpected gestures and appreciation. This could be anything from a handwritten thank you to note to a small gift. Yesterday we discussed all these points again. Okay, because sometimes giving a feedback and appreciating the customers that one through written letter, or sometimes so sending small gifts, or offering some kind of discount for the next purchase. So this kind of things actually gives a kind of greater expectation, greater value to the customers. And quality service product and services, of course quality is matters, stands in a high level. If your product is very qualitative, it has quality, and then things always be in positive mode. Consistently deliver a high quality product or service that meet or exceed customer expectations. Investing in quality upfront can lead to a long-term customer satisfaction. Of course, quality matters. Quality service or quality product, okay? And definitely, whenever you are offering quality services or quality products, this is always in higher priority. After that, only everything. If whatever you say, if your product and service doesn't have the quality, then what happens? So whatever you bluff, people will not listen to you. Anticipate needs. You need to always anticipate what will be your customers needs. You have to anticipate, you have to imagine, right? Anticipate your customers future needs and proactively offer solutions before they even realize they need them. Yes, so that is how now the competitive market actually works. um, Sometimes the consumer, they don't think what are the actually their need, but the market, the producers, they produce the goods that, and by showing the goods and services, the consumer think, yeah, this is what I require. Oh, this is so useful for me. Something they will think later on. So that is how we need to go beyond their expectations. And feedback loop. Yes, whatever for your product or your service, you need to always concentrate on feedback. Okay, often you need to meet them and talk to them, take their feedback. It's creates a lot of value. And value added services, consider offering additional services or features, value opposition for your core offerings. Yeah, what always value added service, uh, always know when offering additional services or feature to your product, it gives a lot of satisfaction to your customer. Always we have to try to innovate, try in uh, increasing quality of your product or increasing quality of your services. So always it adds value to your customer service. Community engagement. Build a sense of community around your brand, and by engaging with the customer on social media, hosting events. Yeah, this is also a kind of activity, reaching out to uh, the larger community through social media, conducting activity, conducting a kind of competition, and giving some kind of gifts. So these are the things actually, it actually keeps up your brand value. Yes, the following up also is the same thing. So once you sell your product, and as a customer relational of person, you also keep on uh, doing the follow up. So follow through the follow up, the customer actually that gives lot of. He says my company is very responsive, and they're trying to understand my experiences, my the problem and the solution. And slowly then actually he starts believing, and uh, a kind of he shows trust in your company, in your brand and your product. So following up is very important. So I'll just read out some of the points here. Post-purchase follow-up, sending a thank you email or message after a customer makes a purchase, along with request for feedback on their experience or satisfaction with the product or service. Generally, we have to do it. Normally, the most multinational companies and branded companies, they do this one. Issue resolution follow-up, following up with the customer after resolving complaint and addressing a problem they encounter to ensure that they are now satisfied with the resolution. Yeah, so in this manner, we try to give our feedback, and following up is very important. You can see the feedback collection, upselling, cross-selling, follow-up. These are the things very important. So already we have gone through some other point yesterday's talk also. So you can just go through this PPT later on. Okay, for persuading and a small group, informing them and giving a kind of trust and knowledge sharing. So these activities are imparting presentation, revolving flip chart, exercise in small group, and group reviews. So presentation, each small group is given a topic or task to work on. They use the revolving flip chart to jot down ideas, sketches, or key points related to the topic. Each group members can contribute their thoughts and insight, a kind of activity or presentation. Okay. So flip chart activity, a revolving flip exercise. The resolving flip chart allows all group members to have easy access to the paper without having to consistently move around the room. It also provides a lot. It is for so this activity as part of your organization employees or sometime related your product when you uh, reaching out to target audience in the society, collect some other people and give a kind of activities as part of your promotional activities. That also builds a kind of the customer relationship. Okay. So these are all the activities when you reach out to the colleges and schools or maybe some societies at clubs. Okay. And also in provision of the customer service, also you can organize in your organization. So those who are employees, no, make them uh, uh, take part, make them participate in that activities, so that they are all in the same page that whatever the service they are providing, so they all understand the issues, problems, and they come up with the different solutions to this kind of activities. So please, you can go through this one later. Yeah. So this is the last uh, topic. Create professional approach to interact with customer. So while interacting with the customer, the what type of professional, how what type of professional approaches we need to follow. So there are 2, 3, 4 points available. So we can go each one with detail, and you can try to understand what is the professional way of approaching or interact with the customer. Do you have any questions? Would you like to take a break for 5 minutes?
Yes, 2 minutes.
Yeah, you can take 2 minutes break, please, because it is all
Yeah.
continuous blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Yeah, please take a break for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Thank you.
All of you are back.
Yes, we are back.
Shall we start?
Maybe just wait a little bit, maybe a minute, so that some other.
Okay, okay. So,
Sure, sir.
right. So after this third topic, we will have the question answer session, and after that,
Okay, fine.
I will suggest a movie to watch. Okay, you can watch at home, and you can send me your feedback. So in
Okay,
that,
fine.
let them join others. I will talk tell about that movie also.
Okay, fine.
So in Zambia, mostly you watch English movie or which language movie? Movies you watch, films.
Yes.
English language. Mostly English language, right? You are the national language is English, right? Zambia's national language. Is it national? Which language? Sorry. English is it less national language or any other Zambian? You have any other language?
I'm from Malawi.
Oh, you are Malay. Okay. So what's your mother national language?
Chichewa.
We have different languages in Malawi.
Okay.
But
great.
Yeah.
Malay. Okay, Malay. Right. So I suggest a movie, The King's Speech. I'll discuss in the later on. First of all, you complete this point. After that, about other movie. So that as a customer relation person, how to deal with your customer. Okay. So you understand that one. So in that, what is the breach? What is the trust? How to build a loyalty, right? And how to communication, overcome of the communication barriers. So everything is there in that film. If you watch the film very carefully, and actually whatever we have gone through yesterday and today's session, all that answers available in that movie. Okay, so that is 2010 got released. It got 2-3 Oscar awards also. So I will suggest that movie. You should watch it. Okay, at home. Okay, shall we start?
okay, fine. Yes, we can.
Yeah. So create a professional approach to interact with the customer. Yeah, because whenever we meet our customers, that approach should be very professional, very gentleman kind of thing, right? And you should not leave any kind of the bad impression onto the customers about your organization or about your customer relation person, right? Because you are representing on behalf of your company, your brand. So when they come to you for any advice or any problem solution, or maybe any kind of other services, so you are the representative, right? Representative of the company, and they should be like, they should believe you, they should trust you, they should like feel, yeah, he's very knowledgeable, he's very present guy, and he listens well, and he gives proper solution, and gives proper information, right? So these are the things. First of all, you have to create a, like a kind of positive vibe among the customers. And not only your talk and your look, sober dress, and your hairstyle, your manner, the way you talk, the expression, your language, and you may offer some coffee, tea, or cool drink, or small things, or water, and give them comfortability of sitting, right? And asking them, okay, how was your journey? So how things are going well? Something is to just start the conversation. You should start with small, like the small, uh, just small inquiries, right? So that is how you can start conversation positively, and they also feel very comfortable. Your customers, okay. Anyway, there are 4 5 points are here. How many? 1 2 3 4 points are there. We can focus on all those 4 points one by one. Focus on creating a successful interaction with the customer. Okay. Focus on creating successful interaction with the customer. Understand their expectations of the customer, what they expect. Use conversational language to your advantage. Yeah, do not go for very technical language, and do not try to show up that you are so knowledgeable person. It's not like that. Okay. So very simple language and in convenient way, you should try to converse with them. Recognize your strengths and areas where you need to work on. So while dealing with the customers, also you need to recognize, you need to understand what are your actually strengths and what are your weaknesses, where actually you need to improve on to overcome of your weaknesses, where you need to actually improvise. You need to gain some kind of knowledge or some kind of skills, right? So these are the things important in dealing with the customers. So we'll go through this. Has it changed slide? Yes or no?
Yes.
Change. Yes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Fine. Thank you. Focus on creating a successful interaction with the customer. Okay. So what are the successful interaction? We'll go through this. I'll read. Okay. These images, and you might have seen that supporting of this text. Okay. So all happy and they are very reachable, and they respond positively. So by this seeing this image, you can understand. Okay. Okay. Anyway, I'll read this one. Absolutely focusing on creating a successful interaction with the customer is paramount. That means it's a great successfully interaction. So what is successful interaction? It involves understanding their needs. Yeah. Why they approach you? Why? Because they have some needs, them queries. Actively listening to their concerns. Oh, whatever they say, you have to listen with patience and their concerns. What is their concern? And providing solutions that exceed their expectations. After listening to them, when you give the solution, provide the solution should be it should exceed their expectation. They might not have expected that kind of solution. So you need to go that level of solution, whether it is through excellent communication, personalized service, or going the extra mile to ensure satisfaction. Every interaction is an opportunity to build a trust and loyalty. Yes. Every interaction means in a day or in a month or in a year, you might have meet as much as many as customers, and each customer give you different experiences, and based on the different experience, it is a kind of opportunity to understanding your customer and actually developing of your service and your product service for product quality, right? So that is how it helps us. So if it can think it is an opportunity to resolve their problems and building loyalty among the customers. By prioritizing the customer experience, business can cultivate long-lasting relationship and drive success. Yeah. So whenever the customer come and meets you, and you need to see that all the what is the priority. Prioritizing means which one is very important, which one is like has lot of immediate immediately like no need, requires your response and solutions, and accordingly you need to prioritize. Okay, well, in order, top, first, second, third order. So you always it helps you to categorizing of the needs of the customers and giving solution to that one, because the utmost important things are we need to give very immediate response. We should not delay, and some other things may be according to prioritize. We need to plan our services. So that is very important. So again, what are the expectation? Because when the customer uh, the meets you, like contacts you, definitely he must be having some expectations from you or your organizations, right? You in the sense your organization. Okay. Understanding the expectations of the customer is crucial for delivering products or services. Yeah, first of all, we need to concentrate what is his needs, what is his expectations. Okay. It involves actively listening to their requirements, preferences, and concerns, and then aligning your offerings accordingly. If you are so clear about what are their expectation and needs, if you are so clear about the problem and solution, you may be in a better position to offer better service. Okay. So that is why understanding clearly their problem and solution is very important. This understanding can be gained through various means such as market research. Yeah. So understanding customer, we need to adopt different techniques and activities. One is market survey and customer survey, direct interaction with the customers, and taking feedback from the customers and analyzing them. By understanding and fulfilling customer expectations, business can build trust, loyalty, and ultimately drive success. So, what are the things we reach out to the customers, understanding their expectation needs? Definitely market survey, customer survey, and direct interaction with the customers, and taking feedback and analyzing the feedback. Okay, so these are the uh, techniques we can actually understand the customer satisfaction. Okay, their expectation. So already people are must be in business and doing the services. So already you must be aware of all these things, but we need to follow it very uh, yeah, use conventional language to your advantage. As already we discussed that whenever you meet your customers, you need to have proper, sober, and easy to understand language, simple language you need to speak in, right? Absolutely using conventional language can really help in connecting with people on a deeper level. It is like having a friendly chat rather than delivering a formal speech. Yeah. So that always keeps bit away formal. So it should be like a kind of bit informal way of approaching the customer. When you speak conversationally, you are inviting others to join in, share their thoughts, and feel more comfortable expressing themselves. Plus, it just feels more natural and authentic, like you are talking to a friend rather than being lectured at. So whether you are chatting with friends, giving presentation, or writing an email, embracing conventional language can make all the difference in how your message is received. So the point is here, when you are talking to your clients, customers, have in like simple language in a friendly way approach, and it's like a friend, right? So do not try to follow a kind of a conventional or a formal kind of language, so that they may not be very comfortable to share their views, ideas, or their needs and all. So same thing while sending and receiving your written communication also, you need to be a bit careful about using of your words, right? All those things you have to take care of. Yeah, finally is that again, while dealing with customer, definitely always we need to understand what is our strength or what is our organizational strength, where we need to improve. So for that, what we need to do. So here says there are certain points. Understanding your strengths and areas of growth is crucial for personal and professional development. It is like having roadmap, knowing knowing where you excel helps you leverage those skills effectively, while recognizing areas of improvement allows you to focus your efforts on growth. It is all about striving for progress rather than perfection. Yeah, so trying to understand your weakness or strengths always gives us a scope to improvise ourselves and our organization. That means you as a person, as a professional, and your organization, there is chance of growth. There are strengths acknowledgement. Reflect on your achievements. So whatever you achieved so far, and skills and attributes that set you apart. This might include talent like effective communication, problem solving abilities, or leadership qualities. So all these things actually, as a customer relation person, if you understand your strengths, acknowledgement them, what are your strengths, and feedback integration, listen to feedback from others objectively. So what they talk about your service, your talks, your behavior, your knowledge. Recognize recurring positive feedback as indicators of your strengths. It could be anything from being detail oriented to having a knack for creating thinking. So feedback, because some maybe you're talking about your skill sets or dealing skills with the customers, how they talk about you or about your service or about your company. This helps a lot about to understand whether is it going a positive or negative way of your contribution or your service. And always self-assessment. Take time for introspection, understanding yourself. What tasks or activities do you find effortlessly or enjoyable? So assess that what are the things actually giving you some kind of enjoyment or satisfaction. This could indicate a strength, or conversely, what challenges or tasks do you struggle with? Sometimes maybe you must be struggling in some of the areas. Actually, what are those? You try to understand wherever you're enjoying, wherever you actually uh, putting your efforts proper, and wherever you are putting efforts but not able to give the solution. What are those issues? So all those things you try to like find out and understand yourself. This signifies areas needing improvement. Okay, yeah. So these are the areas you need to improve, and growth mindset. Embrace a mindset focused on growth rather than fixed abilities. Yes, always as an employee, customer relation or in service provider. Always you need to think of, I should grow. Tomorrow I should reach out to that position, or I need to handle that kind of situation. So always try to think of like, greater abilities, try to reach out to the abilities, so that gives a kind of positivity in life, a kind of life satisfaction of achieving something, and as at the same time growth in your professionalism. Okay, so understand this all those things, and so it gives uh, a kind of responsive way of doing your business. Thank you. So now the time is for question answer. So yes, I was talking about, yes, before question answer, I would like to suggest, shall I close this PPT so that we can have question answer? So this movie is show you that. Just a minute. Okay. Oh. Okay. Anyway, I'll show that. So can you see that screen? Do you see that this screen? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we are hearing you. sir.
Yes, we
Can you
can hear
see?
you.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, yes, of course.
Yes.
The film King's Speech.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so you should watch this movie maybe after this session at home. So this movie is a greater example for the communication problem. What happens if you are weak in communicating about the particular issue, right? If you are weak in communicating, then what happens? So one is about the communication, and also it is also trust, loyalty, and bridge, and how to sell your product to the customer, how to understand the customer, and how to build confidence among the customers. So all these points, okay, whatever, because I will be sharing this PPT with you, and you can go through all these points and watch the film, The King's Speech. So you will actually enjoy the movie, and also at the same time you will learn the skills of as a customer relation person, how to receive your customers, how to solve their problem, and how to communicate with them, and how to resolve the issues and reach to the happy uh, like solution, right? So anyway, so these are the things you can understand. Have you watched this movie before? It got released in 2010, and this UK movie, and this is fantastic movie. You should watch as part of this session. You can think of customer relation, right? So yeah, we should watch it. Yeah. Now I am open for question and answer. So we have 25 minutes time. Yes. So please open yourself for a discussion about customer relationship training, and whatever we have gone through, and what's your opinion, and if anything you would like to know, and we can have the question answer session. So I am open to it. Thank you. Yeah, please. And before asking question, you can introduce yourself, your name, your place, and what's your profession. And yes, then you can ask the question so that I may able to understand about your background and also your question properly. Yes, Mr. Farooq Usmani. Usmani. You are trying to ask question, right? Farooq.
No, no.
Yeah. You don't have any question? So what about can you introduce yourself, Mr. Farooqi? Farooq Usmani.
Yes, I don't have a question.
No, you don't have question, but at least you can introduce yourself, no? Why did you join this course? What is your background? What is your profession? So what do you want to become? What are you so far, right?
Okay. Actually, after finishing my secondary school education,
Okay.
I did a couple of business. I worked in several business departments. Like I worked as a cashier, as a teller, and so forth, as a shop assistant. So I joined this course because I just want to advance in skills and knowledge.
Okay, great. So
Sure.
you are from which country? Malawi?
Malawi.
Malawi. Okay, you are from Malawi, right? So here, throughout this course, the most concentration is understanding your customer and
Yes.
receiving of your customer. And for that, we need to have proper communication skills. and
Yes,
whatever
yes.
service or product you offer to the customer, you need to have thorough knowledge, understanding of your product at any cost, because
Yes.
customers hail from different background, and some are very aggressive, some are moody, and some are very analytical, and some are very tricky kind of people. And how to deal with them, how to give them satisfactory way of the our solution. So their body language and their cultural background and their understanding level, their education level, we need to understand, right? And accordingly
Yes.
we need to prepare. Okay, so that is what this actual training program focused on. So that is very important, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And always we need to have positive approach towards our customer. At any cost we should not lose our temper. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Next.
So will we have any other training apart from customer service soon?
Your kind of training you expect from here? Training. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is only today's session, and in future maybe again training. It is a kind of training only, because you need to involve whatever we have gone through, and also you read and give your feedback, so that it is a kind of training. And now also you can ask question, and also accordingly I can give a kind of assignment. So if you have some certain kind of question issues, then accordingly I can give you certain kind of assignments. So that is a kind of training only.
Okay, fine.
Fine. Thank you. Next.
Thank you.
Yeah, please do not hesitate in asking questions. Okay. So we are all friends, so that we can exchange our views, whatever the problems, whatever the questions you have, please come up very freely, because you have joined this course to understand the customer service training, right? So as a person customer relation, yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, please, you can ask me.
Yes. How do we measure satisfaction? I'm looking at the scenario where the customer has, yeah, you have been serviced with him for several times, but you can't know how he gets satisfied.
How he gets satisfied. Okay, you are talking about. Yeah, first of all, can you elaborate what is the situation? Have you experienced this one? A customer very oftenly comes with complaint, and he's not able, get satisfaction. Is it the question you are trying to convey? Yeah, can you?
No, the customer is not complaining.
Yeah, not
But
complaining. Yes.
you need to know that the customer gets satisfactorily with your services. How do you measure that?
Yeah, so because when he approaches to your customer, and definitely he may come up with some kind of questions, some kind of inquiry, and then accordingly you try to listen to him, and that is the basic thing, right? Once you are very much clear about what is his needs, what is his question, what is his problem, after understanding, try to give him the solution. And if he's not able to uh, convey his problem, so accordingly you need to put some related question there, so that he may come up with the proper answer. So that is the first priority. Once you are clear with the problem, and then you are the person to give the solution. After providing the solution, again you need to do the follow-up whether he's satisfied with the service or whether still he has any kind of queries. So doing the follow-up and taking feedback is important. But always you need to interact your customer with uh, with positive attitude. And some customers also, they are very aggressive, and they come up with a lot of complaints and very harsh, and sometimes they abuse. But as a customer relation, you need to be first of all in receptive and in a positive and very well expressive person, and you need to create a pleasant environment. So that is always we need to be in a positive state of mind. Yeah. Was it the solve your like no answered to your question, or still something
Yeah,
still?
yeah,
Yeah. If you have any related question, also you can ask me, please. Kanda Swami Chinmaya, please. Hello, Mr. Kanda Swami.
yes.
Yeah. Do you have any question? Would you like to share anything?
No. It's okay. You have clarified very well on customer satisfaction. What is
Yes.
what matters most is follow-ups and direct contact with the customer.
Sorry. Please, can you repeat? What makes customer satisfaction in what? Hello, Mr. Kandaswamy, can you repeat your question, please?
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I was saying that you have answered my questions correctly. I don't have any other question.
Okay, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. So please, any other person, if you have any question or something you would like to know, apart from this customer relation or something beyond that one, also I am ready to give you the answer. Please do not feel shy, because you are part of customer relation person, right? So you have to deal with the customers, and you should have the quality of asking more and more questions, and knowing more and more issues in a proper way, so that you should not have that hesitation to ask question. Yes, please, Mr. This one.
If there is no any question, or I can just maybe make a compliment. I'm Benson. I'm based in Zimbabwe. Thank you for the sessions that you did take us through. Maybe what can enhance such kind of sessions like these is maybe have sort of like live webinars. If there's that facility where we can have webinars where people can come in, as we are from diverse backgrounds, then you have yourself maybe coordinating and have 2-3 more professionals maybe from across the globe, and we have a discussion over a topic which is of essence in customer service, maybe looking at the psychology of customer service or enhancing the communication per se in the area of customer service. It's a live and a practical subject. We live in it every day. We meet challenges every day. And you can't be a better salesperson. You can't be a better server if you are not good in customer service. So we found this training very eye-opening and well-researched. Maybe webinars would enhance these discussions in the future. That's my thinking. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your positive comments, and definitely we will try to reach out whenever you have any issues. Please through the proper channel. You can approach us through email and some other kind of our communication, and we try to personally from my side, I try to give you the proper the directions, guidance to you. Thank you for your suggestions and comment. Thank you. Next. Mr. Jaz Kafiri.
Yes, boss.
Yes, boss, please.
Yeah, mine is also a comment. I'm Kapiri George from Malawi.
Yeah.
And I've followed the sessions from yesterday's.
Okay.
Now, my comment is on how you have elaborated on the customer service. After my school, I joined the hotel industry.
Hotel. Okay.
Yeah, hotel industry, and I've been in that industry for more than 10 years.
Oh, great experience. Okay.
Yeah. Now, what I've just explained is exactly what we used to meet, and exactly what has been giving us troubles in the hotel industry. And I would like to appreciate the session. It has shedded more light on what has been my problem through my hotel industry period. I think this will help us, or will help me to work in a different way. Sure, that's my comment. Thank you.
Great. Thank you for your comment. Yes, because always since hotel industry, you get a different background customers, right? Different countries, different cultural background, and different need. Because hotel means they expect lot of service from, because they are our customer, when they pay and they expect lot of value, right? And also sometimes they are very dominant and psychologically. Sometimes they are very kind of dominant in the sense, hotel in the sense they want to come for the a kind of not only just for saying and taking the service, it is also for them a kind of spending their joy time. And when they say the joy time, there are different types of joy, and sightseeing, and also alcohol, and also indulging in other kind of activities, right? And when they reach out to the customer, they sometimes maybe in a polite, sometimes they're very aggressive, sometimes they are very kind of very harsh. So ultimately, as a customer relation person, we need to understand their psychology, their cultural background, the body language. Accordingly, we need to deal with them. Yes, already we discussed this one. But again and again, we should not lose our temper. Why? Because we are representing of your hotel company, right? And you are the first person to deal with the customer, right? So the customer is accessing you, right? Then the management, they are there beside, but you are the actually the facing. So you should have the proper communication, cultural understanding, and be patient and positiveness, and trying to how to persuade them, how to influence them. So these are the techniques, right? With your experience, I already might have learned all those things. But again and again, you need to practice, right? So that it helps you a lot to grow yourself. And also, you said 10 years over, but should not remain in the same position for 10 years. You need to develop your skills and knowledge and managerial skills, so that tomorrow you need to reach to the higher position. So that is where, because past 10 years you have been working in the same position, means it gives a kind of you will lose some kind of interest. So try to achieve higher greater than the present position. So accordingly, always we need to learn something extra, so that it gives a kind of freshness to your profession. Yeah, that's my advice. Thank you.
Thank you very
Uh,
much.
Thank you. And next, yeah, Symphony.
Yeah, my name is Messi Sipani Shirembo from Malawi. I run a small business. That's why I opted to attend this training.
Okay,
So I just wanted to share something on customer satisfaction.
please. Yeah, share.
There are some ways you can know that the customers are satisfied with your products or services. For example, when the customer returns or they come back, that means they are satisfied with what you're offering.
Correct.
And secondly, if you are running like it's a big business, you can conduct a research to find out if the customers are satisfied with what you are offering. And in the process, you can also find ways to like improve your services if maybe the services are poor.
Right, right. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Sipani,
what.
if you put video, we look at you.
yeah. Please, Sipani. Yes, completed.
Yes. What?
Yeah. Have you completed? Still, you are.
Yes, that's what I wanted to share. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And maybe I can just say more on how to handle the customers, as we have learned the customers come from different backgrounds and different cultures, different tribes. Their values, their perspectives are different.
Yes.
So we have to learn the customers first. In that
Correct.
way, we'll be able to handle them in the right manner and correct way.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever is said, yes. First of all, is our what are the products you are actually providing? It should have the quality. And once the product reaches out to the customer, when they use the product, and their experience matters a lot. So we need to try to get their feedback. So whenever they come for that, maybe extra knowledge or a complaint or any kind of things, we need to be very attentive. We need to be very uh, uh, trustworthy. We should not give a the false promises. And also we need to respond on time. And right, on timely we try to give the solution, right? At the same time, they may come with a different mood, good mood or bad mood or aggressive, whatever. And we need to receive them as a in the present manner, very pleasantly, right? And about whatever the question they ask, and you need to have that thorough knowledge about your company services, and the products. Okay, so that it will build the confidence among the customers. Okay, these are the things if we follow. Also, as you said, and Malay and all, they have very different cultural background, different languages, different tribes, right? And yes, accordingly, you need to try to understand different cultural background, their belief system, and so that you can actually serve them better. Always we need to understand the background of your customer. It is always helps you a lot. Yeah, thank you. Good. That's all. Please do not hesitate. Out of 23, only 16 remain. Some of them already left. So, and please, through the university's the program coordinator, if you would like to reach out to me and take my all the contacts, email and are from the program coordinator. Yes.
Doc, confirm you are going to share the notes like what you did last night.
Yeah, already I shared with the management, and they said they will share with you people.
Thank
And
you.
so, because here I don't know what is the option to share or upload. I'm not finding here. And already I shared to Dr. Joseph. Okay, Mayamba. So he will be sharing with you people. Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much. You can contact your program coordinator and they will give you the all this my PPTs. And this PPT also I'm going to share with the Dr. Mayamba, and so that you can access with him. Okay, from him, right? Yeah. So thank you very much for your time, and it was very pleasure talking to you, spending 6 hours yesterday, 2 or 3 hours, and today also 3 hours. And so it is a great experience for me also, and dealing with people from Zambia, Malay, and other part of world. Thank you very much. And okay, see you. Thank you very much. Bye bye. Good night.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
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 Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.